Hello, everybody. This is Tucker Miller here again, and now that I reviewed on all of the Pixar films, leading out to Inside Out 2, now it's time to move on with DreamWorks, leading out to The Wild Robot. So, yeah, I really would love to share my thoughts on all the DreamWorks movies. I'm gonna do reviews, but some of them will be rants because I know there's some DreamWorks movies that I don't like at all. But yeah, so yeah, this one here is gonna be a review. So yeah. So anyways, let's get started. Let's start reviewing on all of the DreamWorks movies, shall we? So, like I said, for my next movie review, I'm gonna be reviewing on Antz. Came out in 1998. So the plot of this movie is we got this ant named Z, who was voiced by Woody Allen. Z is really tired of his job of being a worker. Then one day, Z met this ant who happens to be a princess, Princess Bala. Then Z starts to fall in love with her and wants to start a relationship with her. But however, it is very impossible for him to see her because Z is in the work zone while Princess Bala is in the army, in the military. So, yeah. So Z decides to switch places with this other ant named Weaver, who is voiced by Sylvester Stallone. So yeah, Z and Weaver agreed to switch places, and yeah, but however, General Manable found out that Z switched places, and yeah, things got out of control once General Manable found out, and yeah, then Z and Bala got lost from the colony, and yeah, and they have to like find their way back, and yeah, and then what Z and Bala realize that General Manable wants to destroy the worker ant colony. So yeah, it's up to Z and Bala to stop General Manable, and that's basically what the plot is. Now, what do I have to say about Antz? I enjoy Antz. This is a very underrated DreamWorks movie. A very underrated start for DreamWorks. But I have to say, there's one better animated movie about insects is from the same year, which that would be 1998, A Bug's Life. That's why I preferred A Bug's Life more than Antz. But Antz is not a bad movie, but definitely preferred A Bug's Life. So yeah, I enjoy Antz. And the story about this, and I'm gonna say this: this movie was in a big rush, to get to the big screen. So yeah, Antz production was very short. So yeah, the story, what happened was that we got Jeffrey Katzenberg, who used to work for Disney, but then one day Jeffrey Katzenberg decided to leave Disney right after him and Disney got into an argument. So yeah, Jeffrey Katzenberg left Disney, and so yeah, Jeffrey Katzenberg decided to work for Jeffrey Katzenberg decided to work for DreamWorks and stole the idea for this movie. So yeah, he made Antz. So yeah, this movie was in a big rush. To get to the big screen, because Antz came out in theaters on October 2nd, 1998, while A Bug's Life came out on November 25th, 1998. And yeah. So yeah, like I said, preferred Bug's Life. Now, let's talk about the animation to this movie. Animation to this movie was just okay. Has okay animation. Not the best I've seen for an animated movie. But yeah. I preferred Bug's Life's animation. Bug's Life's animation was really good. Antz was just alright for me. Just okay animation. But yeah. But yeah. It does have some really good characters like Z. We got Z, which is our main character. Z is a great character, but not as good as Flick from A Bug's Life. But I do like Z. And I want to say Woody Allen did a really good job voicing him. And Princess Bala, she's a great character, but definitely not as good as Princess Ada from A Bug's Life as well. So yeah. And ignore the background, guys. So yeah. Ignore what's in the background. So yeah. And Weaver is a great character. I love Weaver. He's a great character. And I want to say Sylvester Stallone, which we all know him as films such as Rocky. Yeah, Sylvester Stallone did a great job voicing Weaver. Aunt Stecca was a great character, and Jennifer Lopez did a great job voicing her. And yeah, and General Mandible, he's a great villain. So yeah. So those are the characters I can think of on top of my head. So yeah. Yeah. Now I'll say something about I can compare. I want to say here's something I can say. A Bug's Life is more kid friendly, more family friendly because Antz Antz kind of doesn't feel like a kids movie. Like there was a bit of swearing in this movie. Yeah, this movie has some swearing in it. Has some swear words and all that, and yeah. So yeah. So yeah. Come on. This is a kids movie. Why is there swearing in it? Well, at the very least, this movie is PG. So not a total loss. Not bad at all. Thank God this movie is PG. So yeah. It would have been a whole lot worse if it was a G rating. It would be weird if it was a G rating. A weighted G rating. So yeah. So yeah, this movie definitely does have some swearing in it. While Bug's Life does not have any swearing. But yeah. So yeah. This movie definitely has some cuss words and some bad words in it. But yeah. If you've seen this movie, you probably know. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah, and I can compare let's compare these two characters, Z and Flick. Like Flick from A Bug's Life and Z from Antz. Now when Z does something, he gets treated that he's a hero. But as for Flick, when Flick does something, he does not get treated that he's a hero. The other ants tell Flick to get out. We don't want you. So yeah, so these two characters have their differences, and yeah. So yeah, Z is a great character, but I prefer Flick from A Bug's Life. So yeah. So yeah, Antz is not a bad movie. Very underrated movie. So yeah, and the song from the end credits, High Hopes, very catchy song. High Hopes, which is the song that you hear in the end credits. Very catchy song in my opinion. So yeah. So yeah. Antz. So that's all I can say about Antz. So yeah, I'm gonna give Antz an 8 out of 10. This film does have a few flaws, like the fact that this is a kids movie, and it has some swearing in it. But yeah, this kind of does not feel like a kids movie with all that swearing. But yeah, but not a bad movie. Antz is very underrated. So yeah. So yeah, that's all I can say about Antz. So anyways, that is it for my movie review on Antz. And tell me what your thoughts are of this movie, about this movie. If you've seen it, tell me what your thoughts are. And so yeah, that's it for my movie review on Antz. And stay tuned for my next movie review, which will be on The Prince of Egypt. Until then, see you in the next video. Bye.